speak in public because of my self-image. Believe me, I have never ever done any sort of training for that. My self-image, I have made my self-image such a way that, right, I speak. Whenever I speak, my body language speaks, my tone of voice speaks, my dressing sense speaks, the way I, exude the confidence speak, because of my self-image. The
What do you mean by
moment
self-image? Sorry for interruption. What do you mean by self-image?
self-image meaning how do you see yourself up, right? It's all about it. How do you see, how do you perceive yourself? This is called self-image, right? Suppose that a lot of people, they are saying themselves, oh my god, I'm the victim, I cannot evolve, I don't have capacity, I don't have tenacity, I don't have audacity, I don't have such charisma, I don't have such faith in me. So that's what I'm saying, that if your self-image, meaning that you are looking, people, they are having the fear of what? Heights. A lot of people, they are having the fear of public speaking. Why? Because of their self-image. In their self-image, they are thinking, so, oh my god, I'm a victim, I'm nobody. And believe me, the moment you're gonna think, so you're nobody, you're nobody, because your mind is going to produce such kind of hormones which is going to align your conscious brain, and subconscious brain is a feeling brain. The moment some idea has been passed up from your subconscious brain, which is called feeling brain, to your conscious brain, which is thinking brain, then conscious brain says, hello conscious brain, you know what, you are a stupid person, your self-image is rubbish, it is relinquished, it is devastating. How come he is going to speak so good? How come you're gonna read so well? How come you're gonna, do business so well? How come you're gonna take risks so well? Right? So it's completely up to your value system, belief, and self-image. These three things. Number one, value system, your belief. What's your beliefs? Some sort of people, they are not believing in themselves. And you know what? I'm not being motivational speaker by saying over here. I'm saying that believe in what terms? Believe in your strength. Believe in, the kind of skills you are having. Believe in your mindset, believe in your process, which is called process set. Every single time you got to put in the efforts, no matter what, because nobody has ever became successful without putting the hustling and grinding. You got to hustle each and every single day, right? I hustled, Shubhankar hustled, Mr. Lerner hustled, each and every single day we hustle. If you're not hustling, believe me, Shubhankar, once Dhirubhai Bhai Ambani said it out, if you're not gonna work towards your career, correct me if I'm mistaken, right? Because I'm not able to recall the right quotation over here, right? If you're not gonna work for your dream, then somebody else will hire you to fulfill their own. So if you're not gonna work on your dreams, somebody else will hire you for 9 to 5 pay jobs, right? Why do we do jobs? Because we are scared. We are scared to take risks. We are scared to do business, and you know what? It is less scarcity. It is less risk in business than a job, because you are just one decision away to get fired from your job. You see, right? So you got to. It is hyper competitive world. Being good is not enough. You got to be great. Without having great skills, without having great confidence, without having great charisma, without having, and have you ever seen, Shubhankar, the people who are at the top position, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, industrialists, right, thought leaders, trainers, mentors, why these kind of people are so much confident? Why? Do you know what about it? The secret? The secret is this: they have taken a lot of risk in their lives. Nobody has ever became indestructible, indefatigable, and indomitable without facing the fears. You got to face the fears. You cannot, eliminate the fears, but you can minimize, mitigate, and manage your fears. Thank you.
Okay, that's really wonderful thing. I jotted down some points from your speech, and definitely all the points really make sense. And the topic which we are talking about, this topic is really a holistic topic, and number of things could be, assimilated, and number of mental model you rightly provided, Sudhanshu. So the first thing which I want to highlight, which I jotted down from your speech, the first thing we talk about self-image. And even though I asked the question between what do you mean by, and you gave me the right answer. And of course, guys, self-image basically means how do you perceive yourself, what do you think about yourself. Let's say if there's a beautiful concept which is called the auto suggestion by Napoleon Hill, he talk about. So auto suggestion basically means how do you talk to yourself, self-talk basically. So basically, Sudhanshu, he did this experiment. What he did was, let me tell you today. He picked up a one dirty glass of water, a filthy water. Okay, and he said that he talk about Siddhantu, how you can replace your negative thoughts by positive thoughts. Okay, so he said like this, because he picked up a one dirty glass of water and he put it into the tap. The moment you're gonna turn on the tap, what happens? The dirty water replaced by clean water, as long as the tap was on, in the on mode. Okay, so the moment the clean water comes into the glass, I would say, so slowly all the dirty water got replaced. Meaning, so he said here, he said, similarly we can apply this thinking, this experimentation into our life. Meaning, if you are feeling some negative thoughts, right, that means you're operating from beta frequency. Sudhanshu, I always try to visualize things when I'm living in the alpha frequency. So people try to have a lot of negative belief and negative self-image, because right now they are delegating themselves from the negative self-image. The second thing, you talk about the value system, and of course, guys, you got to have a great values. And by the way, what do we mean by value system? Value system basically means what you prefer the most. Let's say for me, if you ask me, if you give me two things, Shubhankar, academic education and self-education. Now you have to put your value. I would say my value would be on self-education. Why is that? Because there's a reason. I can give a thousand reasons today. Why I am putting my values on self-education? Because self-education is only one education which can manifest every single goal that you want to have. By the way, nothing wrong, guys, to do job. Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing wrong to have like being an employee. But remember, everything is wrong in having the employee mindset. Even though you are an employee, but please try to cultivate the entrepreneurial mindset. Try to develop entrepreneurial skill set. Try to develop entrepreneurial executive mindset, executive soul set, executive skill set. All these things you got to develop it. My mentor said to me, Shubhankar, remember, people, Shudhanshu, listen very carefully. People are on the top. People, those who are on the top position, they're obsessed with the business and financial skill set rather than technical skill set. People who are living, those who are leading the upfront, people who are sitting on the pedestal, people who are sitting on the pinnacle, people who are sitting on the summit, these type of people are driven by business skill set, financial skill set. At the same time, listen, guys, one more beautiful insight for you. Why do we do job? Nothing wrong to do job. Even though I would like to do job, but listen, there's a problem. Why do we do job? Because we have condition to survive. That's a problem. If you want to survive, you don't have to go to high $1 million job. You can pick up a job, no problem. You can indulge your life in 9 to 5, no problem. If you really want to survive, sorry. But if you really want to thrive, you have to get out of this trap. You got to outperform everybody else. I may not be a good person, I may not be intelligent person to my schools and my college, that's okay. But if I can develop all these skill set, if I can develop a great knowledge, if I can develop a great, like insights and wisdom, so that I would be a person and after a few years who can lead the entire nation. But we need to understand simple thing that when we talk about the impossible to fail, when we talk about the mindset, skills, and soul set, when we talk about psychology, philosophy, when we talk about the spirituality, when we talk about the speaking, every single thing. Listen, Ashudansu mentioned a wonderful concept which is called subconscious conditioning, subconscious mindset. Listen, subconscious mindset is just like an ocean. A subconscious mind can cultivate a beautiful thought process. All the wonderful thought process, all the insight which is missing right now, all the information, all the great wisdom which governs the great productivity performance, every single thing basically residing into subconscious. But again, there's a condition, there's a problem. Our subconscious mind is really very naughty sometimes, it's really naughty, I would say. How? There's a reason. If your conscious mind is not sustainable, if it is not working in harmony with the subconscious mind, there would be problem. So the moment you create this disharmony into your subconscious and conscious, you are going to have a problem. Even though research talk about there's a more social value in dishonest harmony than honest harmony, right? There's a more social value in dishonest harmony and then honest harmony. So we need to understand simple thing. We have to create the synchronization into your conscious mind and subconscious mind. The moment you try to put the synchronization, you are more likely to tap into infinite intelligence, which is possible for everybody. But more problem with everybody is that they are having a lots of mind works, procrastination, elusive thinking, elusive mindset, this like poor thinking, mediocre thinking, and they're having this mediocrity syndrome, I would say. So listen, it doesn't matter. You might be thinking, "Oh, Shubhankar, Sudhanshu, you sound like a philosopher, because talking about like this. Listen, if we don't talk about it, so who will talk about it? If we don't try to speak on education system, who will talk about it? Because people don't talk about it. People talk about the Maggie. People talk about samosa. People talk about the worker here. So if somebody is not talking about it, who will talk about it? People like me, people like Sudhanshu, we will talk about it. And of course, we will be angry. We will be furious. We would be pragmatic. We would be slightly controversial. We will challenge you. Not just because we want to make you a friend, not just because we want to show you that we are smart look. No. We want to challenge your subconscious belief, because nobody has the audacity to speak on this topic. Because everybody want to be liked. If you want to be liked, just go and sell ice cream, right? Just sit on the street with the whatever it is and try to sell ice cream. You will be liked every single time. But we are not here to in the game of praising people. We are here in the game of enabling people. And this is going to be my tagline for the future Millennium Academy and future Shubhankar Shah International. We are not here in the game of pleasing people. We are here in the game of enabling people. Because I do speak like this, because I do know I have a short span of time. My life expectancy, Sudhanshu, is really less. So I really want to do more and more and more and more, to be more, do more, have more in short span of time. So that's what I think. So let me ask you a
And
question,
mine would be,
Sudhanshu.
Shivankar, mine would be either mastery or nothing. Mastery or nothing.
That's right. Definitely we need to get the sovereignty of life. We need to get the mastery of self. If you don't get mastery of self, believe me, I think there's a beautiful insight, guys. The more you perceive yourself as a mind and body, the more physical pain you're going to have. The more you perceive yourself as as a heart and a spirit, the more energetic you are going to become, and the more you're going to connect a lot of people at the same time. So this is possible for everybody, but lots of people are having
Shivankar,
very
let me
bad
tell you,
thoughts.
let me talk about something like ability. You talked about it. At the very, very right time, you brought this particular topic, right? Likability. Listen, Shivankar, a lot of people, they are seeking for likability, right? On this application, I've seen on everywhere, right? They're gonna go post on social media, then they're gonna go back to how many people liked me. Dude, let me tell you one thing. The people they like you may not trust you, may not respect you. So do not seek for the likability. Rather than seek for respect and trust. Because the moment you're going to seek for likability, your friends know. They will not pay you. Suppose that you are a teacher, trainer, coach, entrepreneur, right? You are a business thought leader, whatever you are. They will not pay you. Why? Because reliability, likability, cool, up to you. You are, on this application, I've seen a lot of people, they're going to say that, oh, hello, brother. After so long, I've seen. They are so much depressed for the attention that somebody is going to get their attention. Dude, really. That's why, what? You're missing yourself. You are just following somebody else in order to show yourself how good you are. Dude, be real, be authentic, be true to yourself, right? Rest all the boxes has been ticked off, right? Let me tell you one thing. Nobody is like you. Nobody is having the same goals as you. Nobody is having the same purpose like you. Nobody is having the same passion like you. Nobody has having the same strength like you. Nobody has having the same zone of genius like you. Nobody is having the same values like you. Nobody has same, that the different kind of mindset, soul set, skill set like you. So you are absolutely unique. The way you can do the things, I cannot. The way Shubhankar speaks, Sudhanshu cannot. The way Sudhanshu speaks, Shubhankar cannot. Shubhankar is different, Sudhanshu is different. Even the five fingers are not being getting equal in the same hand. Dude, why are you comparing yourself of somebody else? Then they're gonna play victim game. You know what? Oh my God, life is not about success. Life is not about achievement. Life is all about satisfaction. Really? Life is about satisfaction? So what about these people who has invented fire? What about these people who has invented hello application? You are being comfortable, sitting at a chair, talking about it, oh, be satisfied. Dude, Somebody was dissatisfied, that's why the Hello application got created. Somebody was dissatisfied, that's why a mobile got created. Somebody was dissatisfied, that's why advanced infrastructure has been created. And somebody got dissatisfied with the hospitalization system, medical advancement, right? That's why only 5%, this has been researched, Banko Shakya, 5% people, they are they are inventors, innovators, disruptors, change makers, difference makers, creators, right? Rest 95% people are consumers. They create, we just consume, and we are saying so. Oh, sitting at the 200 chair, talking about it. Oh, life is all about the satisfaction. You see?
That's really wonderful thing, Siddhanti brought, you started your speech. Let me beautiful quotation. I came at that point of time, but I didn't speak. You talk about the attention. People try to seek attention to people. They say that I'm right now full of fever. I'm waiting to somebody else to validate me. Okay, this person has a lot of fever. Hello, how are you? How's going? So, like, here's a beautiful quote by Osho. Osho, he was a great Indian philosopher. He said, "Sometimes people are sick, don't want to recover. Sometimes people are sick. They don't want to recover because they're seeking attention to somebody else. Somebody else gonna ask them, "Do you need any? Do you need something? Can I help you?" Right? So we got to be clear that if you are seeking attention, nobody will give attention. So sometimes people they like you, they don't even care about you, right? And of course, they don't even care about your life. They don't even care about your result. And that's the thing we need to understand because we are so much heart-centric person. We are so much heart-centric people. So when you are so much heart-centric people, that means you're losing your mind. By the way, listen, if one thing is missing out, if you have a great EQ, at the same time you're missing the right IQ, again you're gonna have a problem. If you are having lots of IQ, at the same time you're missing out EQ, again you're gonna have a problem. So combine both things. There should be a equal equanimity, I would say. There should be a proper, like a proper, as I rightly mentioned before, there should be proper harmony, right? So combine this, I would say, this conscious conditioning with the subconscious conditioning at the same time. Do not seek the attention of somebody else. There's a beautiful quote, I think Shadhansu, I think Nikola Tesla, he said this wonderful quote. He was a great scientist. So he said, and even though this quotation, whenever I get time, I always try to speak to people that, and sometimes, basically this quotation, the main authentic purpose of this quotation to tell people that you got to be more slightly pragmatic, specifically when people they're playing like politics with you. So he said, do not try to be good enough to forgive everybody else. Be good enough to forgive someone, but do not be stupid enough to trust them back. You don't have to become stupid. If somebody cheated with you, be careful. Listen, making mistake it's okay. It's a part of human experience. You don't have to beat yourself up. Making mistake it's okay. If you make same mistake again and again, that's a choice, I would say. If you keep repeating the same mistake, it will become the habit. If you are every single day indulging into that activity, now it will become the part of your psyche, and now it is going to reflect into your behaviors. Right now it becomes your subconscious conditioning, right? Something which you develop subconsciously, something which you do subconsciously, you automatically become addicted to that bad activity. So let me give you one more science about the, like Shudhanshu is speaking. The science about fluent speaking is this: we have trained our mind over the years at the subconscious level because of lots of training, because of lots of ruthless practice, because of lots of deliberate practice, because of lots of rigorous practice, we have developed the subconscious mind to speak fluently. Of course, we can speak slow down, nothing wrong in that thing, but again, I always get like Shudhansu, like baffled by the fact people say, "He speaks slowly." I said, "Why should I speak slowly? Let me know." They said that I'm unable to digest your message. I said, "Listen, you want to become fluent speaker. You don't want to listen to a speaker who speaks fluently. What the hell it is, right? Listen, if you really want to become fluent speaker, you need to develop the habit to listen to somebody who speaks very fast. You need to write fast. You have to read fast because the world is not going to slow for you. Be wait, things gonna change for me. No, things won't change for you. You got to change yourself. All changes start from within. The last thing which I want to mention, then I will ask a question to Shudhansu. The last thing which I want to mention for everybody that why it is impossible to fail everybody. Listen, if your purpose to develop the character, because very few people have character, Not everybody has character. People that are having reputation. So reputation and both are different thing. Reputation is all about what you have achieved so far. For example, reputation. So character is all about who you have been become in the process. Character is all about it is a intangible, I would say, meaning it is invisible. Your reputation is it is a visible. Like your character is all about your competency, your credibility, your relativity, the same relatability. At the same time, your reputation, it's not all about credibility. It's a fabricated identity which you have created so far. So be to understand, Siddhant, so if I ask you, just let me know from your perspective, what do you think between two things, character and the reputation? How do you differentiate these two things? What do you mean by character and what do you mean by this, reputation? Welcome, Naj. Great to see you. After this topic, Shudhanshu, I will have to bind up because I'm facing lots of problem into my throat. I'm unable to speak, but still I'm speaking. So please, speak on this question last, then we will wrap up this session quickly.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I think so. When it comes to you coin a term reputation, their likability comes into the picture, right? You are seeking for the likability. You don't want to get disliked, meaning that you want to maintain your disharmony, you want to maintain your harmony, you want to maintain your reputation. So you are trying hard not to lose your reputation. But when it comes to character, it's an internal process, right? What you believe in, what sort of values you are having, what sort of strength you are having, that is going to become your character. What sort of primary values of your life, right? There are primary and secondary values of your life. You got to understand it out. You know what, Subhankar? I would like to say one thing, right? Characters comes from within, and reputation, it's like all about likability, seekability, just grabbing attention, that somebody is liking me or not, somebody is, meaning that you're conscious about your self-image. That's a byproduct of it.
Okay, that's really wonderful thoughts. And there's a beautiful quotation, Shudhanshu, which is given by Lao Tzu. He's
So,
a Chinese
Shivankar,
philosopher.
let me ask you, was it right? Like, am I right or am I like wrong or
Yes,
something?
you said very wonderful point, which really connect the character building, which you said it's all about internal, right? Like internal identity, basically demonstrating your character. So lots of people don't know this thing, so they try to get confused. They say, okay, I have built a lots of reputation. That means I'm good person. No, listen, guys. Just because Shudhanshu, my mentor said to me, having a good intention is not a good enough. You got to take positive action. Listen, if you are having a lots of positive thought process, a good intention, I'm very good person. I don't hate people. I don't criticize people. I always respect people. Listen, again, there's a problem. If you don't take positive action, if you don't show the people, listen, Sudhanshu, I have done this great observation into my own family or in my own society. The moment you're gonna have a big purpose, a big bold dream, a not small goal like getting a job, it's very quickly you can get it. I'm talking about a gigantic goal. When you have a C-type goal, which is unpredictable goal for somebody else. For some people, it is just like getting on the moon, I would say. So when you have a big bold dream, a big bold purpose, for other people, it is impossible because they did not see that goal. You have seen that goal. For those people, they will say it is not because somebody did not do it. So how you can do that goal? So according to me, when you have a big bold dream, there would be a lot of people, even though they would be more close to you, they will, the first obligation, the first point they will make, it is not possible for you. But believe me, when you have a big bold dream, you develop a great character. You can do the research, you can go back in the history, you can go back in the chronics, you can read the
Shubhankar,
chronics.
Shubhankar, I have read one quotation and please correct me if I'm mistaken. When you have clarity, you're gonna influence the people. But if you don't have clarity, you're gonna get influenced. Is
That's
it?
right thing. Yes, of course, that's right question. So I wanted to highlight a quotation by Lao Tzu. He said, "Watch your thoughts; it will become your words. Watch your words." Self-image. Chidansu is also coming into this quotation. Listen, try to deeply listen it. Watch your thoughts; it will become your words. Watch your words; it will become your actions. Watch your actions; it will become your habits. Watch your habits; it will become your character, and both your character eventually it will become your destiny, meaning self-image, belief system, your values, your habits, your discipline, your mental model, every single thing came into this quotation, meaning if you really want to develop a great character, you got to develop the great competency in your own field, meaning self mastery. Okay, the whole mark of the character building is called self mastery. So try to get self mastery on yourself in any area. If listen, we are not saying that you don't have to become engineer. Just go and become. Just only go when you have a great passion for that thing. Don't follow masses. People follow masses. Everybody try to become IAS officer right now in India. A very prevalent examination, which is known as UPSC examination. Everybody want to become IAS. They do not deserve for that thing, but they want to become IAS because they're just taking action by watching everybody else faces. They're making decision because somebody else is doing something. So we don't have to do that thing. That's why we try to become a speaker, because I do know, you do know very well that there are less speakers, trainers, consultant in the whole world to lead 8 billion people. So by the way, Sudhanshu, research talk about speaking industry, coaching, consulting industry is one of the second largest industry is going to be happen in 2022. So we need to understand, guys. And you see, you have to pay lots of money for Robin Sharma. He takes 30 lakh rupees for 5-day workshop. If you go to Jack and Phil, he takes 26.5 lakh rupees for 5-day workshop. If you go to Tony Robbins, he will charge you 9 lakh rupees. Are you getting my point? The coaching, the training, mentoring process is so expensive nowadays. For that, you need to develop the great competency to add value. Listen, these people don't get paid so much just because they speak 2 and 3 hours. These people get so much money because they add value to people. Your authentic purpose as a speaker to add value to people. So the moment you're gonna add value to people, you develop character. And Sudhanshu, again, I hope you would be agree with this statement. You can only add value to people when you have added value to yourself. If you add
Wow.
value to you, you won't be able to add value to people. That's what I think.
Lovely, man. Wow, man. Wow, what a point you have made it out, Subhankar. Adding value. Indeed, absolutely. Suppose that, you know what, let me tell you one thing. If you want to make more money, add more value to the marketplace, right? You are the product of earning money. How much money you are earning, it's just the byproduct of how much value, how much value you are adding to the marketplace. And let me tell you one thing. Suppose that if you are solving the big complex problem, right, you're gonna earn a lot of money. You are fixing puncture, you're gonna earn probably 20 rupees. You are fixing ACs, probably you're gonna earn 200 rupees. But if you are fixing organizational problem, corporational problem, economic problem, right, sex trafficking, women's trafficking, right, like corona disease, these sort of problems, believe me, you are gonna attract abundance of money, because you are adding value, big value to the marketplace, the great value. You know what, Subhankar, a lot of people say that, oh my god, like Bill Gates, these kind of people are culprit, they are earning a lot of money, they are so much creepy. Really? Are they creepy? You got no idea where they came from. When you were watching TV, just talking and chit chatting with us and Rita, they were hustling, they were grinding. Honestly, and how dare you to say that? Having on 200 rupee chair, that's okay. Article 20 and Article 21 and Article 19 gives you the freedom of speech and the life and personal liberty to say it out. That's a different thing. And you're saying that, oh my god, they are so rich. You know what? Let me tell you a formula, Subhankar. There are only two ways to become rich. Number one, people and system are working for them, working for you, or either people and system are working for you, or money is working for you. There are only two ways to become wealthy. I'm not saying rich. There's a big gigantic difference between rich and wealthy, right? So it's adding value. So over to you, Shumankar, and my last message would be, if you allow me to say that, then I
Yes,
will
yes,
say
the last
otherwise.
message, give it quickly, please do that.
Yeah, my last message would be, right, if you want to purchase an Audi car, if you want to purchase a Mercedes car, do not take the advice and suggestions to the people who are having auto rickshaw. Meaning what? If you are having big goals in life, Do not fall flat to your parents. I'm saying directly with due respects. Do not fall flat to your teachers, your society, your media, the government, right? The relatives, the Sharma ji ka uncle or Verma ji ki beti, right? Because your goals, your purpose, your mission, your destination, your values, your strength, they don't know. They don't have any freaking idea about it. That's what I'm saying, that you've got a unique goal, you've got a unique purpose. Stick with the guns, right? So do not, let me repeat one more time, after that I'm going to leave my place. Do not take suggestions and advices from the people who are having auto rickshaw if you want to purchase a Mercedes car, Audi car, right? So do not take, meaning that be yourself, hustle and grind. Thank you. Hustling and keep grinding.
Okay, thank you so much, Sudhanshu, for your wonderful message, guys, and thank you so much for everybody for being here. And of course, they did not write over YouTube names, so please, you can check our profile picture. You can have over both of us YouTube. Go there, subscribe, and also leave a feedback. My last message would be for you is this, Sudhanshu, this thing I never ever shared so far with you, with everybody else on Hello. So I would like to speak right now this beautiful saying in Tibetan. Tibetan is a country. Okay, I hope probably you know, guys. So in that country, they have a wonderful saying. They say every single tragedy should be utilized as a source of strength. Every single pandemic, every single calamity, every single bad event, every single catastrophic situation must be utilized as a source of strength. Meaning, you got to become so much resourceful to understand if COVID 19 came towards me, let me become more focused towards my goal. Let me enhance my capacity of my mindset. Let me work upon my skill set, which I did not have 2 and 3 years ago. Meaning, the if I try to tell you very simple way, the meaning is that do not cry when you see problem, because if you focus on problem, you will lose your goal. If you focus on goal, you will lose your problem. So you got to be focused towards your purpose more than anything else. In front of your purpose, every single thing should be secondary. Nothing is more important than your purpose. Your purpose is indispensable. That is the ultimate. Your purpose should be your first love. You don't have to love with anybody else. My love, Shadhansu. People say my party, happens when I get the promotion. I say, listen, every single day I speak on Hello. Every single day I talk to Shadhansu. Every single day I write something. Every single day I read something. Every single day I read quotations. Every single day I keep adding quotation. This is my party. And guess what? I do this thing 7 day a week. This is my party. So same
Wow.
as yours. Thank you so much, Dansu, and thank you so much everybody for being here and have a great night.
What a wonderful message you have shared. You know what, Swankar? A lot of people, they're having pizza party, perhaps a burger party. We people come over here adding value to the people, changing the lives of the people, changing the psychology of the people precisely. This is the party. And you know what? We party 7 days a week.
Yes, thank you. Welcome, Birangna. You came late, but thank you so much for your
And
attendance.
this
I
is our
wish you
YouTube channel. Shumankar, just